Good day to our panels. We are the fourth year BSHM students of University of Eastern Pangasinan. I'm Francisco Anton and let me introduce you my group members. Eugene Ancheta, Kenneth Bacland, Joanna Paula Bautista, and Jan Christian Hines. Our title is Assessing the Academic Challenges of Hospitality Management Students of University of Eastern Pangasinan. This is our background of the study.
Education, extremely important for an individual because it's necessary for obtaining good employment, prosperity, and possibilities. School provides many students with opportunities for personal growth and inspiration. Academic expectations can lead to stress and mental health difficulties. Education is very important, especially for our students, because it builds up our skills that we can use in the future. Often, the people who get a job are those who have graduated.
Students should take an active role in class and play an essential role. It is very important that we treat our roles as a students because this is where we learn and so that we can apply it to our co-students and to ourselves. Next bullet, should always ask their professors if there is something they don't understand in class, so that we can learn not to be ashamed to ask questions, so that we can do well output as a student, and so that our task can be easier when we understand that our professor is saying. Next bullet is are influenced by their different learning styles. Sometimes students are influenced by their learning style, just like if the student is lazy to study because of the bad influence of his friend. He can also be lazy to do homework because his instructor has too many things to do in their activities.
One Mazaya, one Abrasak. The strong student performance can be attributed to the teaching and learning process. University infrastructure, family and peer impacts, and student socioeconomic situation. According to their study, it is critical for students to develop good study habit in order to enhance their grades because students should be adequately encouraged and inspired by their parents to enhance their study habits on a regular basis. And also parents should provide a conducive learning atmosphere for their children to aware the students of his or her strength and competency. And when he or she is less distracted, the student will do well.
Berongoy M. When we have troubles at school, it is a huge struggle. Whether it's a personal or academic issue, it might have a significant impact on your schooling achievement.
Nisha Aurora and Nitu Sai. Student performance can be enhanced if the college's teaching faculty provide enough learning facilities, employs effective teaching learning methodologies, and improve the college's atmosphere. Affecting learning things like having crowded facilities, the student can focus on learning because it has and they all stick together. Next bullet. It is critical for students to develop good study habit in order to enhance their grades. The student should have time to study so that he can focus on his study, and he must always improve the education so that he can have a high grade.
Apa Miyuzorka and Yakubo Ajiji Makeri. The teaching style, English language and communication, student academic stress, and students' self-concept all have an impact on students' academic achievement. Parental pressure and parental participation were strongly linked factors with student academic performance as far as academic stress is concerned.
Academic challenges, poor study habit, difficulty grasping course material, takes anxiety that leads to poor performance on exams, procrastination on assignments, difficulty planning and organizing to complete assignments or study tasks, inconsistent class attendance, and academic probation or loss of scholarships.
University of Eastern Pangasinan. Discover how students can become a part of thriving university, as well as the various options offered to help them achieve their goals. Students, it is very important that we treat our roles as a students because this is where we learn and so that we can apply it to our students and to ourselves. Students can participate in variety of academic, extracurricular, and social activities that promote personal growth and community awareness.
Hospitality management. It teaches students practical and management skills in the hotel, restaurant, and resort industry. The course also includes essential training for course line, club, inns, and hotels activities in operation. Basic principles in food and beverage services, housekeeping, event management, banquet and catering, and commercial cooking are presented to students. And also the institution need to take care of the student needs related to their learning process and more concern on for student in order to help them in academic performance.
Objectives of the study. 1. To help students understand and realize what factors causes their poor academic performance. 2. To determine the external factors that can affect students' academic performance. 3. To contribute to a more rewarding career, stronger relationships, increased self-confidence, and improved communication, especially to the youth. Rationale of this study. The researchers aim to assess the academic challenges of hospitality management student in UEP. Academic performance is the assessment of the student ability in a variety of academic areas. This study will help the university to identify the factors and effects the academic performance of their student and to improve educational quality. Upon identifying the challenges, the result of this study will be beneficial not only to the current student but also to the future student of the University of Eastern Pangasinan. This study may become basis for future studies to be conducted. So we need to study so that we can learn a lot of knowledge so that when the time comes we can apply it to ourselves and other things.
Research paradigm of the study. Input. Fourth year block hospitality management, students of University of Eastern Pangasinan. Interview guide. Academic challenges facing by the fourth year block A students of University of Eastern Pangasinan. Process. The researchers will utilize interview guide using Google Form platform to conduct the study. The data provided by the respondents will be analyzed using document analysis and descriptive research design. Output. Assess the academic challenges of the fourth year Block A Hospitality Management students of University of Eastern Pangasinan. Statement of the problem. In the light of the events laid down by the researchers, this study aims to assess the academic challenges of hospitality management students in University of Eastern Pangasinan. To achieve the specified objective, the following questions will be answered in the course of the study. Number 1 question. What are the academic challenges of fourth year Block A Hospitality Management of University of Eastern Pangasinan? Why do you think that you answer on number 1 is a challenge with your academic performance? What do you do if you encounter this challenge or challenges? Number 2, what are the factors that contribute to academic performance of fourth year Block A Hospitality Management students? Why do you think that these factors affect your academic performance? How do you cope with your academic performance with the factors that you mentioned? Number 3, what are the effects of these challenges to fourth year Block A Hospitality Management students of University of Eastern Pangasinan. Why do you think that these academic challenges affect your academic performance? How do you feel it if these challenges affect your academic performance?
This is our chapter 2, Design and Methodology. Research Design. The researchers will employ two research design that would cater to the means of answering to the main question of the study. Document analysis. Interpretation and understanding of the researchers from a document which they access. Documents includes the interview by Bowen 2009. Descriptive researchers design is used to describe characteristics of population or phenomenon being studied by Mary 2009. Population and local of the study. The fourth year Block A students of University of Eastern Pangasinan will be the main subject of the study to ensure the accuracy of the study. There are 41 students in Block A which has a direct experience in terms of their academic challenges. The subjects will bring light to this question in the interview guide. The data gathering tools, interview guide, laptop, informed consent, letter to the respondents, letter to the president through the dean, and Google form.
Data gathering procedure. The data gathering started with the researchers sending a letter addressed to the all fourth-year base HM Block A students. The informants will be asked to voluntarily participate in the research. They will be provided with an informed consent from which contains the purpose of the study and their rights. Upon the confirmation of the research participants, the researchers will commence the surveys and interviews. The researchers will inform the research participant of the purpose and objectives of the research. The respondents will also be informed that the interviews will to be recorded and that the information gathered will only be used for academic purposes. They will be notified to their right to answer and to not answer the questions as during the interview or posted in the survey. In the process of this data gathering, the research participant will be frequently reminded of the presence of the camera or audio recording.
Ethical consideration. This research will be conducted without bias with integrity. The data gathering will start with the confirmation of the fourth-year student of BSHM Block B on their approval of the commencement of the study. The researcher will make sure that the research respondents are informed that their answer will be treated with utmost confidentiality and anonymity. The team will assure them that the data that they will provide will only be used for academic purposes. This is a documentation that will give them the knowledge that they can withdraw their consent at any time. It will also specify that no harm will befall any of them on the course of the data gathering. The researchers will also make proper adjustment in accordance with the convenient time and place set by their research respondent.
Treatment of the data. The researchers use Google Form to gather the data needed for the study. It will be disseminated to all 41 fourth-year BSHM Block A students. On the first part of the questionnaire, the research participants will be provided with informed consent form, which contains the purpose of the study and their rights as respondents and informants. The researchers will also assure that the respondents and informants are aware of the purpose and objectives of the study. After the respondents and information agreed on the informed consent form, Then they can proceed with answering the self-made questionnaire prepared by the researchers. The data gathered will be combined and analyzed by the researchers using the descriptive research design and documents analysis. It will serve as the basis of the DEM that will be created for the treatment of the data.
This is our appendices, and this is our letter to the respondents for our study in assessing the academic challenges of hospitality management in University of Eastern Pangasinan. And this is our letter to our university president and to our dean of BHM.
Informed consent form. This is our informed consent form of our study in assessing the academic challenges of hospitality management in University of Eastern Pangasinan.